This is the AutoVox WF4 camera and monitor system. We're gonna unbox this and install it. Perfect.
Okay, it wasn't really that hard to get into. We managed it okay. Inside the box there's warranty cards, and this particular box had the 2 side cameras.
One side. Here's the other side.
It comes with all the mounting hardware that you might need and the antennas as well. The second box comes with the backup camera and screen. There's also mounting hardware for the car, so you can put the screen in there. And of course the power connector. Plus the other needed miscellaneous accessories. The first thing we decided to install was the rear camera, but we already actually have a rear camera on our rig. It came with one. And so we decided to put the rear camera on the side where there is a place where it can be installed. Our rig came Furion ready is what they call it, where there's a place right here where you could plug in another Furion camera, and that is what these AutoVox cameras can plug right into. Now after that we can install the camera. Oscar climbed up there to get the system ready for install. We had to remove the existing backing that was there and place the new backing that came with the new camera because the shape was slightly different, but it worked out just fine. He also then removed any of the residue that was left over from the previous piece that was there. This one above the door was actually really easy to install. It had basically one plug that you just plug the unit right into, which made it very easy. He then secured it with the screws that the product came with to make sure it was mounted properly above the door. Cool. Okay, first camera installed.
All right, we're gonna go plug it in, test it out, see if it's working. I got the antennas connected. I got the cord connected. This is pretty cool. And actually offers you a USB as well.
Nice.
So when you take that up, you still have USB access.
So into the truck we went so we could plug it in with the power that it comes with. It's one of those sort of cigarette lighter power sources that you plug into. Oh, there it is. Nice. You are perfectly. Here's our door. Okay, so today we're going to do the side cameras.
Yep.
The side cameras are installed where the front lights are on the RV. So the first step, of course, is to remove the front lights. They basically replace that.
So the one goes to the flasher. Which one goes to?
You figured out which wire is which?
Yeah, purple is light.
Which one?
Purple is light.
Are the lights. Okay, purple are the lights.
Now, I'm not sure on the other side though, but that's what it is here. It could be a different color on the other side. Okay, so now there's this, level. I gotta drill the holes in here for that. You know what I mean?
Yep. After removing the light and determining which wire was which, we installed the plate that the light/camera will be placed onto.
This is the light. This is the camera. Yep, that goes to camera. So light. Purple.
Oscar attached the appropriate wires. and use some electrical tape also in the end to secure them a little bit better. Okay, the first one was done, and we decided to wait for another day to do the second one because we needed to get going.
We're gonna take out the light here, and I gotta figure out which one's the light and which one's a constant power. And so what I did was I turned on the light inside the truck. I got it connected to the rig, or the truck's connected to the rig with a 7-pin. And I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna try to figure out which one is the wire. I could get a voltmeter, but this is pretty simple. It's 12 volts, it's not a big deal. Come in here, pop this out. Got a screw here. Get this out over here. This is the old one. This guy here. There's no screw. Okay, this is only held on by 2 screws here. That's one.
This part was a little bit tricky, getting all of the wires out. But after a little bit, we managed.
On the other side, the purple was the light. Oh, looks like the ground just went, so the light went out. Let me put the ground back in. The ground is over here. Okay, so that's ground. And then I'm gonna take out this purple one, just to see if that's the light. Let me get that so it doesn't short. Get the ground out of the way. That out. I'm gonna ground it now. If the light turns on, that means this is, I'm sorry, if the light does not turn off with the ground, then the purple is alright, so I'm grounding, no light. Okay, so this is the light. Purple is the light, just like on the other side. And then this will be the constant power to the camera. So I turn off the switch there so there's no more power going to it, because I don't want it to short with these wires loose like this, so there's no power going to these right now. Here. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm going to put it in the right direction. This has rubber on this side, so it gives a nice good gasket over this. Which I'm gonna wipe this down real quick. I'll clean it up. Get some of this stuff off. Make sure they don't necessarily touch. And cover it up for now. I also want to have enough space for it to do some new holes, I think.
Once we figured out the best placement for the plate, we drilled holes and installed it straight onto the rig.
Okay, purple's light.
How do you know which is which on here?
I can follow it. So inside here you can see where the light, this is the light right here. Mm-hmm. This wire is going right to that light, and this is another wire here.
Okay.
You can see it's connected to the actual camera.
So the one with the red is the light, and the black is the camera.
They both have red. Black and red here is the light. Mm-hmm. So I got to go black. So I have to go red to the purple, and then this black to the ground.
Okay.
Okay. And then on this one, this red here is for the camera, and that's gonna go to the constant, which is the pink. This one's constant 12 volt.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the light, which is this one here.
We needed to install the light part, at least clamp it on there, so we could do the wiring without it falling down. That way Oscar could use both of his hands. He continued the process, putting the wires together as needed and putting the electrical caps on the top.
screws. I just dropped another screw in here too.
We had to get another set of hands to help out because it was hard to hold the camera up. It kept falling off and we kept dropping screws. So Max helped out too.
Okay, so Max, go check the power. Is the camera working on it?
Press and hold for 5 seconds or so so it can register the camera. Okay, now you gotta get all those wires back in there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it all worked perfectly. That is helpful, huh?
Very helpful. And the quality is excellent.
Yeah, the camera is actually a 1080 quality and it works really well in low light also. And it also has a cool little feature that the plug itself has a USB outlet for it as well, so you don't lose your whole plug. One other thing to note about this camera system, besides just using it in your vehicle, that I think is pretty cool, is you can actually use it inside, where I bought this adapter basically where I could plug in the cigarette lighter to the plug, and then I can use that inside and actually see what's going on outside the rig while I'm inside. So that's one of the neatest things I think about this camera system. So all in all, it's pretty great. I mean, a little bit of work to install, to be honest with you. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world to install. It took some time. However, if you're looking to save some money, it's a great product for that. So we do have a link in our bio if you're interested in a further discount.